Well, the center of attention over these past couple of hours has obviously been Saddam Hussein as a result of the operation that took place in Baghdad tonight by American forces. A target of opportunity said to be Saddam Hussein, a missile strike and an F-117 bomber run as well. Was it successful? Well, the Iraqis say Saddam Hussein will be appearing on Iraqi TV soon to show that, in fact, it wasn't. But until that time, we'll just have to wonder, in fact, what did happen on that target of opportunity tonight. In the meantime, why don't we do a little profile on the man at the center of this story, Saddam Hussein. Here's Dan Bjarnason.
He is the peasant kid from a country village who became as powerful as the Babylonian kings who ruled his land centuries ago. With Joseph Stalin as his role model, he rose to power through violence and has kept power thanks to a brutal secret police. In fact, cruelty and violence are the key to Saddam Hussein's track record as a survivor as he clawed his way to the top.
He was basically a thug, considered a guy who was, quite useful down in the torture chambers and good to have around, handy with a gun, but, not destined for higher things.
But he did become president in 1979 and promptly purged his own party. The arrests and subsequent executions were all shown on television.
It's almost like his preemptive strike before people even could think of staging a coup or being disloyal. He would purge them. He got half the party to kill the other half. He managed to recreate a republic of fear that everyone is afraid of everyone else.
Saddam rules through a clique of cronies and family, including two sons, Qasai, who runs the elite Republican Guard, and Odeh, a brutal man who seemed destined to succeed his father until seriously wounded in an ambush in 1996. Saddam's undoing began in 1980 when he invaded neighboring Iran, launching a meat grinder of a war that took hundreds of thousands of lives. In 1990, a vast coalition drove Iraq out of Kuwait in the first Gulf War. And through the 90s, Saddam orchestrated a complex ballet of first complying and then evading UN disarmament terms that he'd signed. In all these misadventures, he tried to convince his own people, and perhaps succeeded in convincing even himself, that he'd outfoxed everyone. For Saddam, the great calculator, this current crisis is his great miscalculation. Dan Bjarnason, CBC News, Toronto.
All right, well, we're going to go to Iraqi TV here in a minute, where the Minister of Information has been making a statement. This is a shot from Iraqi TV right now. This is what Iraqis are witnessing. We have been hearing for the last little while that Saddam Hussein would be appearing on Iraqi television. There are some suggestions that we're about to hear from him. You hear the music playing and the Iraqi flag there in the side of your screen. The Minister of Information for Iraq was just on Iraqi television saying to stand by for a message from the president. So we'll see, in fact, if that's what we're about to hear from now. There he is.
Merciful, most compassionate.
They've delivered now.
Those who are fought as they are treated unjustly were granted permission to fight, and God will give them victory.
Well, that seemed like an awfully short message from Saddam Hussein, but it also seemed like it picked up right in the middle of it. So it's hard to know what to think of that. What are they showing now? Can we just see that Iraqi television shot?